I okay, heading for issue 12 review now, and this is part one of the Terminators. Terminators are absolutely, just absolutely cool models, and I'll get onto them in a bit. Um, I do have some Terminators myself from the Horus Heresy. Um, in Cataphractii Terminator armor, and I love any part of the Terminator armor. I absolutely adore the way it is. I can't remember what type of Terminator armor we're currently up to, as in what this is. It's the latest mark, and it's very clearly upscaled now for the Primaris Marines. If you see the old Terminator armor, you'll know what I mean. The old Terminator armor on the Firstborn Space Marines looks tiny in comparison now. So let's have a good look at issue number 12 and let's see what's in here. So we've got the How to Build Our Terminator Squad. Now, because this is split over two kits, what we seem to have here is all the instructions on how to actually build our all 5 Terminators. So we've also got options, as in, by the look of it, we've got a rather cool assault cannon on this as well. I'd really be a happy man, really would be a very happy man, if there was an alternative to the assault cannon, but I imagine that we don't have that, unfortunately. Anyway, so let's kind of carry on then. We've got a little bit about the tactical doctrines of the Space Marines. We also have a little bit on their weaponry types, their most awesome bolters. So we got the assault, the storm, and the bolt rifles. A little bit about jump pack Space Marines. I love the idea of a Space Marine with a jump pack. Just this idea of them shooting up into the air and then slamming down with their chainswords and their bolt pistols. And oh, there he is, the legend himself, Brother Titus from Space Marine. I'm sure that is Titus. I'm gonna have to get his model. It's available right now at Games Workshop, and I'm wondering then how much trouble I will get if I head there today and go get him. But I really want Titus. The only problem is he's technically an Ultramarine, and I'll have to kind of do him up for my specialised one there. Anyway, that's regardless of my desire to do Titus for the sake of doing Titus. Yeah, we got here our lovely weapons of the Space Marines. So it's really going into the details about Space Marine armory and the kind of weapons and tactics that they use. We've also got a lovely little bit about the actual how to progress playing the game again, which is always good. So quite properly turn-based actual battles now, which, you know, is a positive thing, definitely. Now, I'm just having a quick look. I think really what we want to have a good look at now is part one of the Terminators, which is this big sprue here. So within this, I can clearly see that these guys are very big models. So one of the best things to do, I tend to find, is to kind of put them up against the regular. Now, although Terminator armor is very big and very bulky armor, one thing that I have found from experience is actually if you put the head of a Terminator up against the head of a regular Space Marine, the head's in roughly the same place. Really, what makes Terminator armor special is the fact that it's got additional protection for its size. It has advanced systems within it. It's interesting to read about from a lore perspective. So, there's some very lovely details on these push fit Terminators, which I can live with. I'm wondering if you've got options about assembly. My guess is there's not much freedom because they're push fit models. I tend to find that push fit models are very basic in their outlay. But truth be told, the way that this Terminator armor looks, um, it's strange to think about, but the actual design of Terminator armor has not really changed in a long time with Games Workshop. The kind of jackal head, I suppose, would be one way to describe the actual face. Um, the actual positioning of everything. It's just the quality of the sculpting and the designing is improved over time. And this is one of the core things about this Terminator armor. All they've really done for the Primaris now is upscaled it and made it bigger. But the actual design hasn't changed in a very long time. Everything, even down to the actual assault cannons and things like that, they are pretty much the same as they always have been. There's no real changes. We've got our typical power fists, storm bolters. What looks like a transport beacon. I'm assuming that's a transport beacon. The Crux Terminus built into the armor. So all of these things are, they haven't, honestly, they just simply not changed over time, which I like. Because they are doing the Horus Heresy, I kind of like the fact that the Horus Heresy Terminator armor has a very, very different look from the Warhammer 40,000 Terminator armor, and I like that because that kind of makes me want to collect them. I wish I'd actually left a Terminator Cataphractii, I think it's pronounced, just on my desk here, so I could have actually compared the two. But maybe I'll do that when I'm building them. So there we go. That is issue 12. All lovely. We got ourselves our Terminators that we need. There's 3 Terminator bodies in it. With the other 2, I assume, coming in issue 13. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.